Hi everybody. This video is about how to be unique. And before I started dealing the cards, I kind of knew what I kind of expected some card to come up, and it did. Although I didn't expect it to come up inverted. So it was the Temperance card. Here's what it looks like. Okay, so the Temperance card is about the alchemist. And alchemist's experiment, it was quasi-science in the past, and we all know with science, you, the thing that makes something science is the fact that you can repeat it and get the same results. So I think the first thing we need to know about being unique is life isn't some formula. That there's no formula to life. So I'd like to say maybe you are already unique. And what you can do to become more unique is to open yourself up to more possibilities and more interests. And I think also what we get from the Temperance card is we shouldn't try and live up to expectations from whatever you place your faith in, because we have the angel, and angels are supposed to be good. They may be associated with certain spiritualities, but they're very specific. And I think to be unique, you cannot be conform to specific ideas, because the idea is not to go with the flow. The idea is to kind of find your own path and truly be unique. And I think what we also learn from the Temperance card is when it's upright, the angel is standing with one foot in the water and one foot on land. So in this case, I think the angel for this questioning in a house is trying to not just find balance, but more specifically is trying to please everybody. He wants to be with one foot in the water, which perhaps represents emotions, and one foot on the ground, which represents structure and solidity. But you have to realize, if you want to be unique, you can't please everybody. You can't be a pleaser of people, a people pleaser. Because uniqueness doesn't necessarily mean just diverseness. It perhaps means you associating your interests with things that are a little more out of the ordinary than perhaps the things other people are used to. And for example, reading the tarot is something that not everybody accepts or understands. So it could be a lonely path if you don't find people that kind of do it with you or something like that. That's just one example. For example, another example is if you want to study into astrology or the occult, you obviously realize that that's a very unique path and a lonely path. But you gain knowledge from it, and in the end, the people that do come to you, you can help. So the idea of being unique is to kind of move out of the stereotype sphere and start taking interests in other things that uh, other people may not identify with, but that truly gives you, and this is important, that gives you satisfaction and fulfillment. And not everybody, of course, have to follow such a path. I do realize that some people just want to be down to earth and plain and conforming to social standards. That's okay. But you have to realize there are many other things that make you unique. Your outlook on life alone makes you already a unique person. And I think this can also help with why people have different opinions, because uh, life is not a formula, like I say. Uh, so um, I think this video can also be about how to respect other people's differences and opinions, and know that it's not always a question about whose opinion is right or wrong. Sometimes two different opinions can have the same value or value in itself. There is an analogy of uh, tourists going to France, and all of them are taking pictures of the Eiffel Tower. And though all of their pictures will look different, it's the same Eiffel Tower. So this is opinions and ideas. And we do have to realize that each person is unique and different from us. So when you're watching this video, I just like to say you're already unique. Just try and give others a break, because they need to be who they are. So this is a short video on how to be unique. The secret is you're already unique, but you can even expand on your uniqueness by realizing your talents and interests, and just experimenting with a few things. Maybe you've never done photography. I'm a wretched photographer, or maybe I just don't care. But that doesn't mean if I put my mind to it, I can become a photographer or an artist. My father is the artist. I'm the writer. So those are a few examples. But I think what's important to take away from the Temperance card is the angel is also focusing very, very hard on what he's doing. So maybe if you want to be unique, you shouldn't try so hard at it that you kind of lose the mojo or the magic that is involved with just being you and being happy every day and being alive. I think the other message from the card is indeed don't take life too seriously. You don't need to be a serious person, and by this I don't mean you don't need to be a hard worker. You certainly will have to work hard and put in your all when you're developing new talents and new skills and exploring all the things that are available to you. But in this card, upright, the angel is taking his experiment very serious. And I think the whole idea of being unique is also to be able to have fun and enjoy what you're doing. Okay, Thanks for watching. My email is in the credits, and you can leave your comments and questions below. I'd also just like to add in this video that you may ask, when is he going to teach us how to read the tarot? I do believe making these videos do help people learn how to read the tarot by getting to comfortable with the symbolism and learning all the different ways of looking at the card. This is important, and this is what's going to make you a successful tarot reader in the end. These videos that I'm doing on different topics will teach you how to work with the cards and not just learn the meanings of the cards themselves, but how to free yourself from the meanings when the situation calls for it. Okay, thanks for watching. Cheers.